I'm drinking the Colonial Williamsburg. I drank this. You'll see another one. It's called the Aleworks Brewing Company, and this is my girlfriend brought this back from Williamsburg, Virginia, and it's called the Proclamation Porter. It's 5.6% ABV. So porters and stouts are actually like distant cousins. Stouts are actually just a darker version of a porter. It's called a porter because it was for the common man. I like to think of myself as a common man. I'm common enough to wear a bathrobe to the show. Like I'm the dude. It's called being on vacation. I'm high. I'm Vacation Nick. Lovely to meet me. I tucked my elbow in, flying open. It's a porter. It kind of gives you that stout taste, but it doesn't have the heaviness of a stout. So it kind of just tastes like a really, really dark ale, like a dark ale. There's a rumor that porters are called porters because this used to be like after the end of the night, they used to put buckets underneath the taps and let everything drip into the bucket, and then they'd give that bucket to the porter, and it would come out to be like a dark beer like this. But yeah, this tastes like a porter. It doesn't taste anything special, honestly. It's good, but you know, like I said previously on other shows, I like my Christmas beers to be Christmassy, and that's not very. It doesn't got that Christmas pizzazz in it, that nutmeg, cinnamon, gingerbread, all that other good stuff that we like during the holidays. But my take's going to be about how the New York Jets have the absolute worst fans in the history of professional sports. I mean, today it's announced that Zach Wilson's going to be the backup quarterback, which is totally fine. His play warrants his not playing at all. It does. He doesn't deserve to play based on the way he's performed in his last two performances, okay? But today, somebody took a video of him throwing like a QB drill, not wearing pads, not throwing to a receiver, literally just turning to his left and throwing it, standing between some cones. And somebody had something negative to say about it. Like, oh, his mechanics still aren't good. Like, dude, you don't know about football, all right? Phillip Rivers threw sidearm, okay? Phillip Rivers threw sidearm, which is not a normal throwing motion for any quarterback in the NFL. And everybody and their mother was like, that's not how you throw a football. The man had a borderline Hall of Fame career. If Phillip Rivers wins a Super Bowl or two like Eli Manning, he's probably going to the Hall of Fame, which is kind of ridiculous when you really think about it. Like, it's not his fault his team didn't win the Super Bowl. But that's neither here nor there. But point being is, like, can we give the kid a fucking break? Can we, like, the kid's not even playing, and Mike White will throw a pass, and instead of just sitting there and being like, yeah, Mike White, great pass, there's about 50 to 60% of the fan base that goes, if Zach Wilson threw that pass, it would be like, shut the fuck up. Leave the kid alone. Leave the kid alone. He actually came out today and they were like, hey, so what was it like not playing? And he was like, well, I really just had to find enjoyment in the game again. And people were like, that's a red flag. How can he not find enjoyment? He's fucking 23. Maybe because he plays for this miserable fan base that hates him for existing. Like, the guy didn't say anything wrong. He was like, listen, he probably stressed the fuck out because he's trying to impress 90% of you people that hate on him for no reason on every single attempt that he makes, not just playing football, but just like in life. Because now he does interviews and that's not good enough either. Like, I don't know what the kid, what do you want from him? He's 23 years old. They said, what were you working on? He's like, I was just trying to go back to like enjoying playing football. It's called being stressed the fuck out because you're not playing well. Would you rather him be like, oh, it's fine, not just sitting the bench chilling? Oh, no, because you'd find problems with that too. Like, this fan base can just find flaws in the freaking Hope Diamond. They'll just sit there and just be like, oh, this is cloudy. What the fuck? Greatest diamond in the history of the world. But yeah, this is cloudy, man. I don't know. This is trash. Like, I don't know what they want from the kid. The kid's sitting the bench, and even sitting in the bench, they're like, do you see how he's sitting the bench? He doesn't have a tablet in his hands. That was the argument the week after he got benched. He didn't have a tablet in his hands when somebody took a single solitary picture. The reason he didn't have a tablet, because he had the tablet. They only have 2 tablets, and he gave it to freaking Joe Flacco because Joe Flacco was playing. So in the previous shot, he's holding the tablet. The meme that everybody posts around the internet, he doesn't have the tablet because he just gave it to the other guy who's playing, who could be playing in the game. And everybody still found cause to hate on the kid for that. Like, Why would anybody want to play for this franchise? Really? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. They were hating on him when he got drafted because they were like, oh, he's not vaccinated. They were hating on him because his mom's conservative or his mom's hot. They're like, the only thing that they praise this kid for is that he fucked his mom's friend. Other than that, like, it's just been a shitstorm on this poor kid. I feel bad for him. I don't know why anybody who's young would ever want to come play for the New York Jets, especially at the position of quarterback. The fans are fucking awful. Just support the kid. Hope he does good. That's it. Support that kid like I'm going to support this beer. And out of 4 flights, I'm going to give it a 2.8. It's not the greatest thing in the world. It's definitely something you could drink, but it's not my holiday cup of tea. You know, I like my nutmegs. I like my cinnamons for the holidays. You know, like a beer for every holiday. That's my life right there. You know, like Cinco de Mayo, you want your Coronas and stuff like that. I don't know what you want. Valentine's Day, I'm drinking cherry wheat. I don't know why, but it seems like the appropriate beer for Valentine's Day. I'm like the fat guy from freaking City Slickers when they're like, we can pair any ice cream with any food. I do that with beer. I can pair any beer with any holiday. But this is my beer, and that was my take.